I'm sitting here with a different guitar. This is a Cole Clark Angel. It's not mine. At one time it was mine, but I gave it to someone because they needed something to grow with, learn. And actually it was Bryce's. And what happened was I bought this Cole Clark off of eBay. I think it was somewhere around 2018, 2019. And I bought it for a couple $100. Well, anybody that's ever shopped for one of these, you know they sell for about $2,000 to $2,500, depending on what you get. And in this case here, this guitar came with it's called the Angel, came with a cutaway, has blackwood back and sides, a bunya top, which are, these are made in Australia, so those are woods from their area. But this one also came with a three-way pickup, meaning that it has a phase sensor, it has a bridge, piezo, and it also has a microphone in it. So, and there's a 3-band EQ on it as well. So this thing can be adjusted, and it's quite interesting. In fact, if you want, you can turn the phase sensor all the way up, and this top becomes very like almost drum-like. You can hear that. It doesn't take much to create that sound, because the whole top becomes real hot. So I'm going to turn it down though, because I don't want to do that. But you can hear it, and of course between the microphone, blending the microphone and the bridge sensor, it has really nice sound. So this is called the Angel, or the AN2EC, B for bunya and blackwood back and sides. And it has like a 15-inch bout on it and a 4-inch depth, a little over 4 inches. As you can see, it has a cutaway, a 1.75 on the nut, 25, I think it's 25/5 scale, something like that. So it's just an all-around really easy guitar to play. It's very comfortable with that 15-inch bout. It's real comfortable for me. You could see my shoulder stays pretty level. It's not up to here like you would with some dreadnoughts and jumbos. So I thought I'd show you this today. What I'm going to do is I'd like to do a lesson. I've got to finish up on those 2-finger fill-ins that we were doing. I wanted to do the D today, but because Bryce left his guitar behind, I thought, well, I probably should show you this Cole Clark Angel. It's quite a nice guitar, so I thought I'd do the lesson on it. But I say it's a nice guitar, but it has some hidden battle scars that you may or may not have seen. I bought this, let's see, on eBay, probably about 6 years ago now. And as you know, these things cost a couple $1,000. At that time, it did anyways. And it was on eBay for about $200. And the reason why was because the whole side of it, all the way the cutaway, all this area here was completely bashed in. And so I looked at it and I could tell the sensor, the pickup alone was worth more than the $200. And if that worked, I figured, hey, that was worth having, right? Because you got the phase sensor, and you have, all these, you've got under the bridge, and you have the microphone. I just thought, hey, it'd be worth having, if anything, for that pickup. But maybe I could fix it. So I bought it. And it came to me in its case, the original case, everything. It was just bashed in. And but all the little pieces were there. So what I did, because there were little pieces. I mean, there wasn't really any way to totally restore this guitar without having black wood and bunya wood I didn't have any of that. So what I did was I bought some veneer, and on the inside I recreated the structure from the inside, and then took all the little pieces and, like a puzzle, glued them on to the structure that I built on the inside. And as you can see, it's not that pretty, but it rebuilt the structure. I didn't have any bunya, so I had to use spruce. I was just trying to get the guitar to play, and it does. And the pickup works great on it. It is a great sounding guitar, even with its battle scars. Now maybe somebody else could have done a better job at rebuilding this thing. I don't know. The only thing I wish that I had at the time is and I didn't have it. I probably still could do it, but if I could router this out and put another piece of binding in there, it would clean this up a lot more. But you know what? It's just functional. And I gave it to Bryce because he was learning guitar, and he needed something that was a nice guitar, because really this thing is the best action. It's got great sound. It's just ugly when you look from this angle. So you don't show that part if you're worried about what you look like. But as far as playability, these are wonderful guitars. I don't know if you've ever played one, but if you ever get a chance, these Cole Clarks are fantastic. They're just beautiful guitars. They really are. And they're made in Australia. And they have very unique neck structure in that the neck goes all the way through, and it comes almost to the sound hole. And the bracing inside is completely different. In fact, these tops are carved. If you feel them, you can tell they're carved tops. It's just, they're very unique and very beautiful and very light. I mean, it is so comfortable to hold. Just beautiful instruments. So yeah, so here you have it. It's a Cole Clark. So I thought I'd show you that. I just thought it was kind of interesting. And I don't think I've ever seen them in well, one time I was in, I don't know, where was I at? I think I was in Massachusetts, and there was a store there that was selling Cole Clarks. And I got to play one that wasn't broken like this one. And I just fell in love with it. It was so good. So beautiful. The sound, the playability. Oh, my goodness. Excellent instruments. Cole Clark. So that being said, let's move on to our lesson. And I'm going to use the Cole Clark as we move through it. But we've been working on these 2-finger fill-ins. And we did the G, where we would... So we did the G, and we did the D, the C. And so now what I want to do is the D. It's quite simple. It doesn't take a whole long to get through it. But these are things that if you learn them, they'll become comfortable to you when you're playing. And you can throw those in when you're playing in the key of D. So let's start out. We'll start out with the D. And if you want, you could just, if you want to just play 2 strings, in this case, we're going to be playing strings 1 and 3. So that means I'm going to use my first finger on string 3 and my ring finger on the first string. Right? If I was picking the D, it would go 3, 2, 1 in terms of the fingers on strings 3, 2, 1. I say 3, 2, 1. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3 on 3, 2, 1. fingers, 1, 2, 3, strings, 3, 2, 1. Okay, got that? All right. So in this case here, we're just gonna play these 2 notes here for the D. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go up 1 fret, and we're gonna put our pointer finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string, and your middle finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret. So there you go. So that will be a substitute there for a G, because it's part of the G chord. If you make the G like this, if you know this, that you can take and make an F shape here, and that's a G, okay? Just like if you move up here to 5th fret, making that F shape, that's an A. Well, 2 of those notes, these 2 notes just happen to be part of that shape. So this could be a substitute for G. And this one, if we move it up 2 frets, it's A. Okay, so we have D, G, A. Just using your 2 fingers. They're not chords because chords have 3 notes to them, but they fill in for it. They'll take the place. So if you're playing along in D, you could throw those in. So you got G, move up 2 frets, you have A. Now we're going to change our shape. We're going to change our shape back to like we did with the D, right? Except it's going to be at the 5th fret. Okay, right like that. And that, if you play a D shape, excuse me, I said the 5th fret, the 7th fret. If you play a D shape at the 7th fret, you're playing a G. Hear it? There it is, right there. So here's a G and here's a G. So far we have D, we have G, A, and then we're going to make this shape. It'll be G again, right? And so then we're going to move up, and just moving up 2 frets from that G, you're now making an A. Hear it? All right, and then we're going to go back to the same shape where your pointer finger is, in this case, is going to be on the 10th fret, and then on the 11th fret's 3rd string, you're going to put your middle finger. And that right there is another D, because that's a D. Okay, this F shape. If you take an F shape, you got an F, right? You move up 2 frets, that's G. Move up 2 frets, that's A. Move up 2 frets, that's B. Move up 1 fret, because B to C is only 1. And you have it C. Move up 2 frets, you got D. So we'll just take 2 of those notes. There it is, right there, D. So we got and that would be helpful to you when you're playing in the key of D. And my dogs are barking just when I'm getting ready to finish. Well, so much for that. Well, it's wonderful to have a dog. So put it in drop D, play around with your D chord, and I don't know. There might be something you can do with that, but have fun with it. All right. Well, I think that's it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I don't know that I need to say that. I think everybody knows, but I'm saying it anyways because everybody tells me you got to tell them to subscribe. I only have like 400 and I think it's 440 now to go, and I'll hit my 10,000 mark. So I'll keep saying it and hope for the best. All right. Well, you have a great day or night wherever you are in this world.